to see how Vietnam is destroying American fast food. Typically, Vietnamese folks have a great appreciation for fresh, light, healthy foods and plenty of vegetables. In fact, Vietnam is the least obese country in the world. But more and more each year, American fast food is creeping into the Vietnamese diet. Oh, that is a nice, healthy cheese pull. The only problem is, those American recipes are being changed to suit the local palate. Below, just the absolute most thin burger patty you've ever seen in your life. And that change isn't always good. That looks like something I would find in my ear. Today, I'm on a mission to find the most off-the-wall Vietnamese fast food inventions. That is structural integrity. I want to know if they're good or if they're a complete disaster. Let's move. And we have come to our first location. Right behind me, Burger King. Now, usually with these videos, I start with McDonald's to calibrate, but today we started at Burger King for a very good reason. It's right next to where I live. At the top of this particular Vietnamese Burger King, you can see a sun-bleached billboard. Do you see it?
It's in the front.
Oh, okay. No sign in Vietnam can stand up to the harsh, brutal sun of this country. Later today, we are going to be going to a McDonald's, and you're going to see a fun theme between all these burger restaurants, and that is that they all serve chicken. Wild. In the USA, fast food brands know to stay in their own lane. If they're a burger place, they do burgers. If they're a chicken place, they don't serve beef. But here in Vietnam, they do whatever works, including using seaweed as a primary ingredient. Let me show you one of their other signature items that you will not find in the USA. This is a surf and turf burger. Real shrimp tastes better. Oh yeah, baby. Here, they're not just ground up little bits of shrimp. It looks like big whole chunks of real shrimp. Taste on fire. Are they really using flame grills back there? I'm gonna go with no. So this is a taste of what's to come. Let's go inside and check out the rest of the menu. Hello, can I have one surf and turf, please? Here is the second item that we're after today. This is seaweed chicken roll. I've never seen anything like it. Not only are they serving chicken, it's also wrapped in seaweed. Not only that, but they also have a seaweed fish stick. Let's order up and see how it looks. I've been on a diet for the last 4 days. Time to completely destroy it. Boom, this is our first fast food meal out of 5 that we're gonna be trying today. First of all, a little bit of false advertising with the French fries. Look at the beautiful picture of the French fries loaded with bacon and cheese. It makes me feel sadness. That looks almost like a spicy mayo more than a cheese, but let's see. It's a liquid chemical cheese. It's spicy too. I actually do not hate it. And in my world, not hating, that's a high compliment. Even when I end a conversation with my mother, I will say, Mom, goodbye, I do not hate you. But don't expect much more than that. This is a cheese ring. This looks a little bit different in the picture. In real life, big gaping hole. Unfortunately, in this case, a big hole means less cheese. It's less like a melty, gooey mozzarella, and it's more just like cream cheese. That's not what I want in any kind of a cheese experience. I want gooey cheese pulls. This tastes like hot cream cheese that you would smother on a bagel. Soon we're gonna be building up to this. This is the surf and turf. A lot smaller than I thought, but maybe it's packing some heat in there. Next, we have 2 different seaweed wrap proteins, starting with the chicken. That, excellent. It is crispy seaweed. It's been flattened, and here it's been wrapped around and fried along with the chicken itself. It's known for having a very umami flavor and a delightful crisp. I like that a lot. Considering how good the chicken was, I'm looking forward to this fish right here. And as I break it open, you can see the fish stick and then the seaweed as well. Very satisfying. It is a next level of crunch because you have that crunchy seaweed and then they battered and fried that as well. Inside the fish is steamy and delightful. That's a good fish stick. By the way, on a serious note, guys, please let me know where I can find a fish with no teeth and a big mouth, like the one you're looking at now. Thank you. I need that fish. This is our surf and turf. A lot smaller than I expected. Boom, there it is. Wow, that picture, a little bit of false advertising going on here. This is like me back when I weighed almost 300 pounds and I had a Tinder profile. A lot of high angles being used. On this side, we have sauce, we have lettuce, tomato, and onion. Here, we do have that shrimp hockey puck, and below, just the absolute most thin burger patty you've ever seen in your life. That's a small patty. That said, just because it's small doesn't mean it's not delicious. As I told my wife on our wedding night, sometimes the best things come in
very unusually small packages.
Okay. This is sauce to the absolute gills. There's spicy sauce, savory sauce, sweet sauce. The burger patty, although small, it is mighty with flavor. Very smoky. The shrimp is still slightly ground up. There are some nice, bigger, more respectable pieces of shrimp in there. Overall, tasty, new, different. Do I like it? Yeah, I would definitely try it again. This is all food I've not seen before in any other country. It's getting me excited for the rest of the day because we have 4 locations remaining and a lot of wild fast food ahead. So are we gonna run into fast foods that are actually better than what you'll find in the USA? Or are we gonna run into menu items that are destroying fast food? Right behind me, a little pizza chain known as Pizza Hut. Pizza in Asia is something different. When it comes to pizza toppings, pizza in Asia can quickly become unhinged. I'm talking uncanny creations you never thought you would see in your life, even from well-known brands like Pizza Hut. In the past, in this very country, I ate a pizza covered in worms. Today we're gonna go inside a place that should feel familiar, and I'm gonna show you some alien pizzas that you have never seen before. Let's check it out. Right here they have something known as a bò kho pizza. Bò kho is a legendary street food in Vietnam. It's a braised beef stew eaten with banh mi on the side. Here, they've turned that into a pizza. You can see pieces of beef, carrot, and then they have this. It's like an extra little volcano full of beef stew. The other thing they have here that's very unique is the cheese volcano. A cheese volcano slapped on top of the pizza. So we're gonna get these 2 pizzas and see how they taste. All right, folks, right here we have our Pizza Hut, and you might notice I'm not inside a Pizza Hut. They kindly escorted us to the door, and I found another place where we could eat. Talk about some of the side dishes you can order at the Pizza Hut. This is seafood fried rice. You've got little bits of shrimp and squid inside, peas and carrots, and actually, even though I know it's microwaved and not fried, it's pretty dang good. Yum, carb loading. Beyond the fried microwaved rice, we have this. This is what I call cheese ring redemption. We already had one variety of cheese ring at Burger King, but how about this? Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That is not cream cheese. That is a nice, healthy cheese pull. Let's give it a shot. There is no seasoning. It is just a taste of cheese and literal oil. It definitely is yearning for some marinara. Overall, not a 10 out of 10, but a big step up from what we had at Burger King. So that is the cheese ring. But one of the most unique pizzas we ordered today is the cheese lava. Basically, there's a cheese volcano in the center of the pizza. I've ordered a Korean barbecue beef pizza with the cheese volcano in the middle. It's time to reveal all. What the F happened? This is a complete travesty. I guess it is lava. Look, if a volcanic mountain explodes, that could be the result. Just a bunch of flat lava on the ground. I was expecting more elevation. This is like the dough shell that was meant to hold the cheese. Basically, what they've built here, it has no structural integrity. It collapsed in on itself. This is like that Titan submersible submarine that blew up when they tried to go look at the Titanic. Let's try some of that cheese. Maybe one notch above gas station cheese. It's okay. This is a Korean beef barbecue pizza. We have Korean beef, Korean sauce, gochujang, and a little bit of bean sprouts for some flair. The other unique thing about it is jajang, a little wiener. So what's wild to think is that around the circumference of this pizza is like a 1.5 foot long dog. I guess those Asian stereotypes are true. I like it. It's sweet. It's got that gochujang sauce and a little bit of pineapple on here too for even more sweetness. Overall, it's like an oversweet barbecue. The beef is tender and yummy. And then eventually you work your way up to this little pig in a blanket. There's nothing better to do with the sausage than to dip it in our lava. This is how Hawaii and the Philippines were made. Overall, I like it. So that is our pizza lava. But right here, we have something unique to Vietnam. This is the bò kho pizza. I'm gonna show you some footage of bò kho right now. Here you can see a big stewy pot of delicious beef base full of vegetables, and it's a very savory, heartwarming dish. Here, they've combined that with pizza. How does it look? Let's find out. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. That is structural integrity. This is what I was hoping for with that pizza over there. They have also stuffed the crust here, but this time with cheese. Right here we have big pieces of beef, carrot, peas, and tons of cheese. Here, it's like a little bread bowl made out of pizza crust stuffed with carrots, beef, and onion. On the side, this is a beef stew. Oh, yes, absolutely delectable. They might have struck out with this one, but this is redemption, guys. We have those onions. This is the anus of the pizza. I'm so sorry. It does kind of look like that, though. I'm gonna scoop out some of that broth, beef, and those carrots. That's pretty good. There's a couple things I look for when I'm eating bò kho. Thick, nice, soft, braised beef. Bò kho is a stew that's known for having a ton of spices. And is this as good as what you would get on the street? No, but guess what? It's also a pizza. And for me, that's a big thumbs up. I'm gonna try to slowly pull it away without damaging the pizza's rectum. Okay. Respectable, interesting, different. When you're purely eating the stew, it makes sense. But then here, suddenly you're biting into peas on a pizza, and it feels kind of dry and weird. Finally, we have one last highlight, and that is the cheese crust. Now that's good. This cheese ring is okay. It's probably the same kind of cheese, but this just tastes like fryer oil. Meanwhile, this they've nailed. We've got that crust on the outside and then a thick portion of delicious cheese. Does it have anything to do with bauchon? No, but it's delicious. In the end, is it a pass or fail for Pizza Hut? It's hard to say. This right here, they tried to recreate a natural disaster, but it just turned out to be a disaster. Meanwhile, this right here is borrowing from a beloved Vietnamese street food, and I gotta say, it kind of works. So this is location 2 out of 5. From here, we're going from pizza to chicken. How is Vietnam destroying fried chicken menus? Let's find out. The stereotypes you've heard about fried chicken are true. Asian folks love the stuff. Behind me, the fried chicken king, KFC. The theme for today has been fast food chains serving food they shouldn't be serving. Here, you would expect only to find chicken, but no, there's something else. What is this? Italian food? This is something you wouldn't expect to find at a KFC. Look, when I go to KFC, I want to see coleslaw, potatoes, biscuits, the end. Gravy is okay too. But here they have something called miga Uxi. Can you say that?
That is a made up word, but mi means
Noodle.
spaghetti.
Oh, what's this?
Chicken noodle and sushi are like the first 2 letters of sausage.
Ah. Wait, is there chicken sausage? Ugh, the worst kind of sausage. But Vietnam is the land of pork. How are you gonna make a sausage made out of chicken? I guess when your name is KFC, you are obliged to do just that. So this is just one of the menu items we're focusing on here. Let's go inside and see the rest. All right, folks, this is our first ordering kiosk of the day, and I am excited. 0 human interaction. Let's get into it. You can eat in or take away, but you can't eat out. This is streaming. The first thing I want to find is that spaghetti. Boom. They have the miga sushi pasta with popcorn. Let's get that. This is something I've not seen before. This is called a nanban pop rice. This is new territory for me. I'm going to be ordering one of those. Here we see seaweed making another comeback in the menu. A seaweed soup, something you would never find in the USA. Let's try it out. You can get fish sticks at KFC. Maybe KFC stands for Kentucky Fried Catfish. This is a golden lava taro. At our last location, we didn't have great luck with the lava. This is a chance for redemption. Finally, this is KFC, and we should try the chicken. They have a chicken recipe unique to Vietnam. 2 garlic fish sauce chicken. So they're actually incorporating the national condiment into the chicken itself. Very exciting. Let's give it a shot. All right, folks, we have an exciting array of chicken dishes. Everything from fish sauce, fried chicken, to seaweed soup. This KFC is going mental. This is what got us in the door, so I think we should start with the spaghetti and build up to the fried chicken. Pork. Unique fried spaghetti. What is in there? Chicken hot dogs.
No pasta with chicken.
Cheese.
Oh, that's not with a joke.
Sauce that looks like ketchup. And then right here, this is the popcorn chicken. This is a classic Italian move. You put the fork in and give it a bit of a twist. That looks delightful. Now this spaghetti is truly giving me SpaghettiO vibes. When I was a kid, SpaghettiO's like my favorite food ever. And then I didn't have it for 30 years. I overdid it. This, it looks the same. Let's give it a shot. It is a SpaghettiO's like sweet sauce, but it's not overly sweet. It's a little bit savory too. This, for a spaghetti dish, not bad. I've got some chicken hot dog, and the move here is to cork it with that popcorn chicken. This is the proper Italian way to eat spaghetti at KFC in Vietnam. Something between marinara, tomato sauce, and ketchup. Somehow I like it, but let's be real. This is daycare food. Food for adults who also need full adult supervision. Cleanse the palate. And then seaweed, this time inside a clear broth. It's not exactly a miso looking soup, although it is making me so hungry. A little bit of ocean water, a little bit of seaweed, a little bit of scallions. On its own, it's not bad. I love that it's Asian, but it kind of doesn't fit the theme overall. Next over here, let's head to the bowl section. This is the golden lava taro. This is gonna be our second shot today at lava. Oh, so I thought on the outside from the picture this was ham, but no, it's golden brown and fried on the outside, and then it's purple taro, and then the yellow part, I have no idea. Let's find out. I kind of don't hate it. It is a dessert. The taro is starchy, it has some sugar in it. The yellow sauce on the inside, it's kind of sweet, creamy, almost egg yolky a little bit. In the realm of lava-oriented foods, this is a completely different species of lava than what we had at Pizza Hut. I don't believe that's a cheese product at all. That's about it. Right here we have our rice bowl. They call it nanban pop rice, a Japanese-inspired dish topped with sweet, tangy nanban sauce, made from soy sauce, vinegar, and sugar. Its light, glossy, umami-packed flavor pairs perfectly with rice, vegetables, and crispy popcorn chicken. This is what's smart about this KFC is they're repurposing the popcorn chicken. This is that, just with mayo and I think a little bit of seaweed too. That is a high IQ move. And I don't want to brag, but I've got a high IQ too. Triple digits, barely. Getting some of that rice sauce, mayonnaise, and the popcorn chicken. That is nanban. It's an elegant combination of carbs and protein. There's a sweet brown sauce like a teriyaki, then creamy mayonnaise, seaweed. It's not blowing my socks off. It's not super wacky. In fact, this is something I would expect to find in a bento box in Japan. Pretty good. But would you ever find something like this in the USA? Probably not. And that brings us to our final food. This is the fish sauce chicken. Ooh, it's looking sticky and irresistible. When I first moved to Vietnam, I thought fish sauce was what came out when you squeezed a fish. Fish sauce. No. In fact, fish sauce is made by decomposing fish and salt that sit there in a big clay pot for over a year. The end result is a sauce that's very savory, but also incredibly salty. I hate that I started today looking for blasphemous versions of American food, and in the end, I found something that they're doing better than we do back home. This is delicious. The chicken itself, it's juicy, it's tender, it's nice. But then you've got this delicious glaze on the chicken. It's still a bit crunchy, but absolutely soaking in Vietnamese flavor. Fish sauce, if you don't know what it is, it sounds scary. They have to find some way to get this flavor profile to people in the United States, but they can't call it fish sauce. They have to call it Asia chicken. That could work. Around the world, let's see what they're doing differently in this part of Southeast Asia. Let's move. I am so full that I want to die, but right now we have a mission to complete and more deplorable dishes to discover. Right behind me, McDonald's, the king of all fast food. But how is McDonald's doing things differently here in Vietnam? Inside, you're gonna find out. And trust me, it ain't pretty. All right, folks, let's get to it. We have the full McDonald's menu. Let's take a look at what's hot and also new. This right here, cream sauce and lime leaves fried chicken. This is a flavor I've never heard of before. You can get a 3-piece cream sauce and lime leaves fried chicken combo. It is a green cream sauce, and on top of that, they put lime leaves. Now, this McDonald's here in Vietnam, they once used to sell pho burgers, a burger inspired by pho, the national dish of Vietnam. This is also reflective of Vietnam because this country loves herbs, and lime leaves are in that category. Here you can add on cream sauce and lime leaves. Yes, more cream sauce. I want cream sauce all over in my face. Last of all, we have the dessert section. Of course, they have a McFlurry of the Oreo variety, but right next to it, a matcha Oreo McFlurry. Those of you who know me know that I hate two things, and they're both green. One is cucumber, and the other is matcha. I loathe matcha. Let's give it a shot. Right now we have a very green themed meal. I don't want to ruin that. Let's hit order now and see what comes out. All right, folks, this is our second chicken meal in a row, but here's the difference. Here they provided me with a little bit of plastic protection, a prophylactic against that chicken grease. A lot of people think that you should double glove, but actually it's more dangerous to double glove because you will create friction between the gloves and one or both of them could break. That is how you get pregnant. I mean, get sauce on your hands. The unique thing about matcha is that it's gross. But this is not just matcha. This is a matcha Oreo McFlurry. I'm gonna eat it open-minded. It's creamy. There's certainly an echo of matcha flavor, but it mostly tastes like rich, creamy ice cream and a ton of sugar. Not my favorite, but bearable. Beyond that though, the color is off-putting. I mean, that looks like something I would find in my ear. You ever do ear candling in Vietnam? Something like this is what you'll find at the end. Appetizing. From dessert, we have our main course. I will say, in the pictures of this chicken, the cream component is a little bit more saturated. It's very bright, it's very creamy. This, editor, can we crank up the saturation? More? More? Oh, God damn it, you broke it. On top of the chicken, we have the cream sauce, and then we have kind of like shaved lime leaves. There is the definite distinct scent of lime leaf on there. It smells very good. And then that skin absolutely slathered with that sauce. Now, if that wasn't enough, boom, you can get extra sauce. All right, folks in America, do you wish you could get this chicken in your small podunk town? Well, let's find out if it's worth it. That is something very good and very different. My God, they nailed that part. The creamy part, very creamy. Beyond that, it does have a nice tang to it. And on top of that, you're getting the herbal essences of those lime leaves. It's an amazing flavor combination and something like I've never had before on chicken. Imagine the love child between a piece of fried chicken and key lime pie. It's kind of like that, but slightly less sweet. Everything looks good about it, except for the color. It looks like a festering wound. I'm pretty impressed. Vietnamese folks love herbs, so this is a natural fit. But the real question is, what's better between this and that fish sauce chicken? I will tell you by the end of this video, but first we have one location remaining, so let's head there now. Right here we have come to a final bonus location. You see, Loteria is not American. This is in fact a Korean company here in Vietnam, but I want to know also, how is Vietnam destroying Korean fast food? Starting with this right here. If you squint your eyes and focus closely, you will see that this sun-bleached poster is that of a ramen burger. Yes, here they have a burger, but instead of buns, they're using ramen. That could be incredible, or it could be a complete disaster. The Japanese food from a Korean restaurant in Vietnam. Let's go inside to learn more. Oh. All right, guys, today we went to 5 fun food locations. Our 5th location didn't have the food. Tough way to make a profit when you advertise a ramen burger and then don't have a ramen burger. But hey, who am I to tell Koreans how to conduct business? There were some items we ate today that were an absolute freaking disaster. For example, that cheese ring from Burger King. No bueno. Then there was that lava pizza from Pizza Hut. A complete natural disaster. But for me, there's one food that I wish we could export to the USA, and that is that delicious fish sauce fried chicken.